Hello everyone, welcome to Longarming by Jaclyn. As you can see, the design wall is all taken apart right now. We are in the process of revamping the room. Did my camera just tilt? Better. Revamping the room from temporary guest mode back into studio mode. Here is Christmas decor that never made it up. It's not too late. We might get it up by Epiphany. For today, we are doing a quick unboxing. We got some Widebacks in from our Linda's order, so let's see what came in. You never know. Hopefully it's not a bag of live spiders. Ooh, okay. Scissors. Oh, these came free. It was like the holiday special, and you got a free pair of scissors and a free bottle of Ease a Thread silicone thread lubricant. Reduces thread breakage, shredding, lint buildup, improves needle life, stitch quality, and appearance. Never used this before. It was in the you put in like the discount code and got these two items. Oddly enough, I just found a pair of scissors that were on crazy sale. And I had to know what they were high. They were like $300. And they were way on sale. And I had to know what a $300 pair of scissors looked like, and I would never buy them. So I got some. These were from Have & Dash. And like, these are bigger than you. These are 10-inch scissors. And I was not expecting them to be this big. It says Finney Profi 72025. On there. Solingen, S-O-L-I-N-G-E-N. So this is a very heavy scissor, large scissor. And then these are, they say Linda's right on there. So obviously they've been made by Material Boys, designed for lindas.com, precision cutting edge. So for some reason I'm flooded with scissors at this point in my life. I did not pay $300 for those big scissors. No, I did not. I think we all know me better than that. But they were on super sale, so it's the only way I was ever going to know what a $300 pair of scissors felt like. So I did a Wideback order. Let's get in here. Let's get into it. So we're between Christmas and New Year's, and I had some guests come over. They were going on a big road trip, and they stopped on their way through. So we had a house full, and it was great fun. My little puppy should have absolutely loved it, and she was terrified of the children. I don't understand how you can be terrified of lovely children. All right, this is interesting. So what I've been doing recently for my Widebacks is I was getting 3-yard cuts, but if you have a quilt where 108 is only good enough for the short side of the quilt, then you don't have an option. So I've been getting 4-yard cuts of most of my Widebacks so that I can cover those really big quilts. And then it gives you a little more fabric. If you're putting it on a smaller quilt, you get a more sizable second chunk of fabric. So you're more likely to get 2 decent sized quilts out of the backing. And when you really have like a king or a super king, you're going to want that extra yard to go the long way. So this is kind of cool. This is like a white with a black grid. Interesting. Where's the salvage? Here it is. So this is Wild and Free by Gracie Lawson, Riley Blake Designs. That's pretty cool. I think that is a good one to go with a really wild, like a really wild scrappy quilt or a t-shirt quilt that's a little more masculine. It's a way to give it a little texture on the back, but not totally. Okay, so I got several of these small dots. I think in my mind I was expecting the dots to be larger, but I really love them. So this is a Benartex fabric, Benartex quilt backs, backings and basics. What is it? But where do you say? It just says style 16387 on the selvage. 16387W, which I assume means Y. And I got several of these. So this is like a really cool peach on peach. It's a little bit of, it's toned with a little bit of gray. So it gives it kind of a muted, classy vibe. Ooh. This one is like newsprint, but it's on a gray. And I think this is like old-timey. This is a Moda Fabrics, basic gray compositions. Dwell in the possibility. Emily Dickinson, who wrote that quote, not the fabric. Okay, I think these actually are a really cool pair together, since there's a little bit of toning in this, which is when you take a color and dilute it with a little bit of gray, is what toning is called in like color speak. And actually, was I like, sometimes I think I'm randomly picking fabrics, and then at the end of the day they all come and I'm like, those kind of make a set. So I think my brain is grouping things. Some of these were like end of bolt, and I got whatever was left. And some of these were like they did not have 4 yards in some of them, and so I got different amounts. I wish I had, I'm gonna have to look at the packing slip and write a tag on each of these, how many yards it is, because I will lose that piece of information, and later on I won't know. Okay, I was really interested by this fabric. This is the one that's meant to look like wood grain, and I did like the cool gray one. They have darker ones than this. They have ones that are warmer and are going to have more yellowy tone. I find those yellowy tones can be hard to get rid of. On camera, they tend to look dingy. In person, it softens up like a stark white to put a yellowy, like natural muslin-y tones in there. But in certain decors, the yellow is too warm and it looks too dingy. So if you don't have like a antique farmhouse style house, or you have antiques that bring in that sort of warm antique color palette, a cool neutral helps you out a lot. And then I'm putting, these have names. Contempo's Washed Wood, style 709W. So I selected the one that is a neutral cool gray, and it looks like a little wood grain. Okay, this is that same dot fabric, but like, I don't know what happened to my recording. I don't know how much of that did record or didn't. We may have to go back. Okay, so Cobalt hits the spot grunge. Beige Manila hits the spot grunge. Brownstone Compositions is this warm gray newsprint on there. It's kind of old-timey. Green Linen Dot Sage. That is going to be this Benartex fabric with the smaller dot on there. I think that's really cute. I think it's not so much contrast and busyness on the back that it's going to blind you when you have a whole quilt worth of it. And I think this would work for both children's and adults quilts. So I think this is going to be very usable. Like there's a lot of quilts that would look great with that on the back. Gray Nickel, Washed Wood. That's this cool gray wood grain looking fabric in a wide back. Pink Linen Dot. So I would call that peach. It is pink, but it's a warmer pink. Some pinks can lean toward having like cooler, more bluey, purpley tones in them. This one is definitely leaning towards like a blush pink, and it's toned with a little gray. And that's what gives you kind of those understated, kind of upscale colors. And then Wild and Free Grid, which is this black and white. I think this will be really interesting. Okay, this was our cool gray, and this one is a warm gray. And you can see how these are both gray, but you kind of get the vibe that they do not match each other. If you were doing like a super scrappy grays background and you were mixing this with a lot of different grays, you could get away with it. But these kind of aren't matching. So you've got cool and warm. This is gonna go with more warm and antique tones. So this peachy pink would sort of make a set with that and look good. This manila color and this beige in the back is going to remind you of like natural unbleached batting or sort of a antique linen color. See how that is combining together nicely. But maybe on that one. But if I have this cool gray and I put this taupey linen color, it's not exactly, like this is maybe too cool for this. It's not exactly the set you were looking for. This one, because they're so different, maybe you could get away with this. But these have more of that warm antique tone to them. So I got a cool one. Okay. Well, that was our quick unboxing. I'm not sure how much of that recorded, so hopefully I'm gonna have to edit those two things together and only say everything once, but have actually said it. But that was us for our between Christmas and New Year's quick video. I do have some finished projects that I could show you, but I don't think I'm ready to reveal them. So I'm gonna let this video go without that so I can release it. We'll save those for later. So there's no spoilers for my customers. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know which of these widebacks you would like on your quilt. Like which one is your color family that you love, or did I completely miss the mark and you don't like any of them? All right, give us a like and a subscribe if you'd like to see more content from Longarming by Jaclyn. I hope you have a fantastic holiday season and a great new year to come. Talk to you later. Bye.